Welcome everyone to Table Football League. I'm Mike for Lake Effect Games. We are running week 14. I know pretty quickly after 13, but remember, it was a long time between 11 and 12 and almost as long between 12 and 13, so Table Football League is played with Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football version 1, the dice game. 2 games for tonight are... Hold up. Mess that up. Game 1, the 4-9 Birmingham Redtails against the 10-3 Los Angeles Icons. And then Game 2 is the 4-9 San Antonio Marshals against the East and league leading DC Majors, who are 12-1. So we've got not one but 2 teams trying to avoid their 10th loss of the season. As always, halftime of game 1, we'll go over the other scores. In between games, we'll go over the standings. And halftime of game 2, the week 15 matchups, including the 2 chosen for week 15, or the broadcast. So, without further ado, Birmingham Redtails at Los Angeles Icons. And Birmingham will get the ball first. And average field position for the Redtails. Birmingham offense is inefficient. And the Los Angeles Icons defense is semi-mild. $4-4-5 to start us off. Erratic offense? No. Disciplined defense? No. So a field goal attempt to start us off for Sam Myers. Yeah, let's take a look. 53 and under. Definitely got it. He can't more get it, so... And the Redtails jump to an early 3-0 lead. This is the third of 4 interdivision weeks. So, Birmingham is in the Central Division and Los Angeles in the West. Kickoff. 61 is average for Los Angeles. This week was full of upsets. Let's see if we'll add in either of these games. 3-4-6. Great field position, no. Erratic offense or disciplined defense? No and no. So a field goal attempt for Damon Hawkins to try to tie this up. The Icons offense is prolific, dynamic, semi-solid, shaky, and semi-efficient. And the Redtails defense is active. Hawkins' field goal numbers are not nearly as good as Sam Myers. Hawkins needs a 46 and under, as opposed to Myers' 53. And he's got it. So we are tied at 3. Average 56 average for Birmingham. I love these teams. Like I said, a lot of them I use in my video game league as well, including the Redtails and the San Antonio Marshals. 166. Dull offense, no. Receiver leaps, beating the defender to the ball. Touchdown, Redtails. So that's a touchdown pass from Morris to Davidson. And the kick is up, 64 and under. It's good. So the score is now 10-3 in favor of the Redtails. Let's see how the Icons respond to that. With a 44, they'll start in average field or average position field position. 1, 2, 3. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. So that is a punt. With only 1:15 left in the first quarter. And that will be a great punt deep in the Birmingham zone. So a poor field position start for the Birmingham Redtails. 4-4-6. So this will end us for the first quarter. And the score is the Birmingham Redtails 10, the Los Angeles Icons 3. Poor field position. Yes, offense finds a way to get into field goal range, so that'll be another field goal attempt for Myers, who is 1 for 1 already. $53 and under. No good. So he is now 1 for 2. And that is average field position for Los Angeles. Three, 5, 6. Disciplined offense, no. Reliable offense or meek defense, no. And that is picked off. So definitely not the drive that Chase Spencer was looking for. Black and white are the returner, and red is the return. 46. That is Larry Cox. And that's going to be average field position for the Redtails. Halfway through the second. Oh! And 666. Impressive 5-minute drive ends with a plunge across the goal line. Touchdown run for the Redtails. And on any other day, I would say we're looking at an upset, but let's not forget what the Icons did to the Roswell Destroyers so long ago. 65, and that's a good thing that wasn't for the extra point. That was for the runner. That is Akari Wade. Now for the extra point. It's good. So it's now 17-3 as we are closing in on halftime. A 35 is average field position for the Icons. All right, this is going to take us probably to the end of the half, but let's see what Table B has in store for us, as this was a 4-4. $23. Confused defense leaves receiver uncovered. Easy pitch and catch for the touchdown for Los Angeles. That is a touchdown pass from Spencer to 63. That is the running back, Jermaine Dalby. Extra point is good. So we go into halftime with the score. Birmingham 17, Los Angeles 10. And the Icons will get the ball back for the second half. It was actually two quick quarters. All right, week 14 scores. Roswell Destroyers over the Lexington Cavalry, 21-16. Las Vegas Blackjacks over the Nashville Jacks, 42-10. The Anchorage Bears over the New Orleans Swamp Crocs, 19-13. Memphis Kings hold on to beat the Jersey City Wise Guys, 34-33. The St. Louis Archers over the Buffalo Outlaws, 23-16. The Baltimore Marauders over the Oklahoma Warhogs, 55-32. That was a crazy game. The Salt Lake Mustangs over the Cleveland Coyotes, 22-20. The Halifax Ice Dogs finding their way back into the losers column, falling to the San Diego Silverbacks, 34-18. The Phoenix Howlers over the Boston Banshees, 24-17. And finally, the Dakota Devils over the Charleston Minutemen, 37-23. And that is week 14. So getting started with the third quarter. As Sam Myers kicks it off, and average field position for the Icons. Just coming off that touchdown drive. Starting the half down by 7. 4-4-5. Erratic offense, no. Disciplined defense, no. So a field goal attempt for Hawkins. Looking for his second, and 46 and under. Doesn't get it, no good. And he is also 1 for 2. As Sam Myers also booted one wide. And now it's average field position for the Redtails for their first drive of the half. 3-5-6. Disciplined offense, no. Reliable offense or meek defense, no. And that is intercepted. So that interception from Chase Spencer is now going the other way. Although it was the second quarter and now it's the third quarter, so it's going the same direction on the field just for the other team. 45, that is Wallace McCain. With the pick. And 4, good return after the interception. Opponent has great field position. So let's see what that does for the Icons. 2-2-5. Dull offense, no. Staunch defense, no. And that is a touchdown run for Los Angeles. And let's see who got that run. It's not Dalby. It's Quincy Hunt. And 64 and under for Hawkins to tie it up. And it's good. Score is now 17-17. And now for kickoff. The Redtails are not electric. Well, they are, but not on the kick return, only on the punt return. So that is great field position for them as opposed to the possible run back. At the tail end of the third quarter, 5-6-6. Poor field position, no. Efficient drive capped off by a short pass for the touchdown. Redtails. But that will not count until the fourth quarter. And at the end of 3, the score is 17-17 tie. Now that we're in the third quarter, that is a TD pass for Morris to C55. Jimmy McDowell. Extra point is good. It was now 24-17 in favor of the Redtails again. Kickoff, 14. So for 14, kickoff, roll D6 on a 6. Returner is in the open, and no, that's a 4, so it's average field position. So can the Icons keep themselves in the game here? 2-2-6. Secure offense, no. Passive defense, no. And that is a fumble. So they did the worst possible, one of the worst possible things you could do when down in the fourth quarter. That is, let's see, 64. That's Kaiser with the forced fumble. And 46. That is Bagley with the recovery and a possible return to the house. 5 or 6 is a touchdown. It is. So a fumble return touchdown for Edward Bagley. And the extra point is good. The score is now 31-17. Another 14. And nope. Once again, average field position for the Icons. They need to do something. They do have a little bit of time, but not a whole lot, and definitely not with that. Not with that 5 on the red die. 2, 5, 6. Great field position, no. Home or disciplined offense, yes. That is a field goal attempt. And they're going to have to go for it. They're going to have to go for it on 4th. They don't have time for that kind of nonsense right now. And they're not going to get it. So that is a turnover on downs. And average field position for the Redtails. And that may seal. Oh, no, never mind. Another fumble. So let's see. Forced fumble by Brian Key. Fumble return by Oliver Ford into great field position. Okay. Let me see efficiency. I forget when efficiency starts. Five minutes. Okay, that's where they are. So efficiency for Los Angeles. No. That could have gone better for them. That helps, but oh. Let's see. 1, 2, 5. Solid offense. Yes. Quarterback, it's time to get rid of the ball, but you can't because, well, they got to go for it. 5. So home offense, first down. And this one will be hold up. 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 after this one. 224. Aggressive defense, no. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Because there is nothing that isn't punt. So Birmingham, an average field position. With this game now in the bag. And that's the game. As there were 2 ticks left, and that took 3. So, let's see. A fourth quarter showing like that. The final score is the Birmingham Redtails 31 and the Los Angeles Icons 17. And Birmingham avoids that 10th loss. So give me a second. Let's see, 31. Birmingham 5-9, which they could move up, they could not, depending on how San Antonio is in the next game. And the standings are as follows. In the East, the DC Majors, who have clinched playoff berth a while ago, are 12-1. The Buffalo Outlaws, who despite losing have also clinched playoff berth, are 11-3. Boston Banshees at 8-6. The Jersey City Wise Guys and Charleston Minutemen are 6-8. The Cleveland Coyotes and Baltimore Marauders are 5-9. And the Halifax Ice Dogs are 2-12. DC Majors, we're about to find out if they're 13-1 or 12-2. Central, Lexington Cavalry, even after a loss, are 9-5. Still leading the Central, but only by a game now. The Memphis Kings and Oklahoma Warhogs are both 8-6. The Nashville Jacks and St. Louis Archers are 7-7. But Nashville is 6-5 in division, whereas St. Louis is 5-6. The New Orleans Swamp Crocs and Birmingham Redtails are 5-9. New Orleans is 4-7 against division, while Birmingham is 3-8. And the San Antonio Marshals are 4-9. So if they win, they will be back between New Orleans and Birmingham, as they are 4-7. Against division. In the West, the Los Angeles Icons are now 10-4. The Phoenix Howlers are 9-5. They are now second in the division. The Dakota Devils and Roswell Destroyers are 8-6. Roswell is 7-4 against division, while Roswell is 6-5. The Salt Lake Mustangs are 7-7. The San Diego Silverbacks and Anchorage Bears are both 6-8 and 4-7 against division, but San Diego has the head-to-head advantage. And finally, the Las Vegas Blackjacks are 5-9. And that is the state of the league here in week 14. Welcome to Game 2 in Washington, D.C. Where the San Antonio Marshals, they're 4-9, looking to avoid their 10th loss of the season. No easy feat as they face the 12-1 D.C. Majors. But this has been a week of upsets. This has been a night of upsets so far. So let's see. And DC will get the ball first. .45, that is average field position. The Majors' offense is prolific, dynamic, and efficient. And the Marshals' defense is semi-aggressive. 4-4-6 to start us off. Poor field position, no. QB moves out of the pocket, fires to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Majors. So that's a touchdown pass. From Lonnie Jones to 46, that is Evan Carriger. And 62 and under. No! It is, 61 and under for the extra point, and it is no good. That is a 63. Wow. These are two of the only kickers who have a better field goal roll than a extra point roll, and it would have failed either way. So after the first possession, the Majors lead 6-0 instead of 7. Possible fumble on the kickoff return. So kicking team recovers it in opponent's territory. They have great field position. So Steve Sierra coughed it up, the cornerback and kick returner. And it was picked up by Joseph Bobon. And now great field position for the Majors. Four, 5, 6. Season prior to 87, no. Dull offense, no. And that's a touchdown run. And a pretty long touchdown run for a great field position start. But I guess they did running plays all over this drive. Touchdown scored by Devin McKnight. Extra point attempt, 61 and under. And he's got it. So the Marshals offense, quarterback Tariq Rashid, hasn't even touched the field yet. And he's down 13-0. He will now, though. And that is average field position for the Marshals. Marshals offense is dull, semi-erratic, and undisciplined. DC Major defense is blank. 1-4-5. Great field position, no. Inept defense, no. So that's going to be a field goal attempt for Bobby Price. Let's see if he can get the Marshals on the board, 62 and under. And he does. And he is 1 for 1 on the day. And the score is now 13-3. Kickoff, possible fumble. It might be DC's turn to make this fail. A 3 there. Kicking team recovers fumble after a long return. Average field position. So the returner coughed that up. He just got it blasted out of him. So that is Reuben McGee. With the forced fumble. And let's see. Giorgio Giulianos. With the fumble recovery. And average field position. Once again for the Marshals. So 1-4-5. Great field position, no. Inept defense, no. So another field goal attempt for Bobby Price. Looking for number 2 on the day. And he's got it. And now the score is 13-6. So looking for a kickoff that doesn't involve a turnover. And the Majors have it in average field position. One, two, three. I already know that's going to be a punt. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. So a punt. And this is the first time today a team's given the ball up willingly. That's going... Well, let's get the punt out of the way first. That is poor field position for San Antonio. And at the end of one, it's the Majors over the Marshals, 13-6. One, three, four. The other one I've been rolling. Well, poor field position, yes. Runner tripped up short of the marker, so that is a punt. Okay. Cameron Norton booting it away. 56, that is average field position for DC. Four, five, five. Dull offense, yes. The offense takes some time off the clock, but has nothing to show for it. That is a punt. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. That is me looking at San Antonio. 4-5-5 DC. Dull offense, no. So the QB lunges across the goal line for the score. Touchdown, Majors. I apologize for that one, everybody. Let's see. That was a run. And that was McKnight again. And 61 and under. It's good. So now it's 20 to 6. In favor of the DC Majors. Let's see. Average field position. I don't know why I had a brain fart on that one. I wouldn't say the Majors are the worst team in the league, especially since this is a league that involves the 2025 Halifax Ice Dogs. Hopefully they'll be better next season. But we'll see. I mean, they should be a shoo-in for that extra league point in the offseason. 2-4-4. Poor field position, no. In-up defense, no. So a field goal attempt, another field goal attempt, I should say, for Bobby Price. The lone star in this San Antonio offense. And it's good. So he's now 3 for 3. And the score is now 20 to 9. And average field position for DC. Two, 3, 6. Prolific offense, yes. Quarterback audibles and takes advantage of the mismatch for the score. That is a touchdown pass for DC. I'll be surprised if DC does not make the championship this year. That was Jones to McKnight. So extra point is good. So score is 27-9. And this has been an unhappy one for the Marshals. And we're only in the second quarter. One, 4, 5. We've done this a few times. Great field position, no. Inept defense, no. So another field goal attempt for Bobby Price. I wonder if it's a contract year for him. Because I think a lot of the league would be looking at him. Especially for this game. 62 and under. It's good. 4 for 4. The score is now 27-12. A minute 15 left in the second quarter. Gilbert hasn't come up for a field goal yet, but he did miss the extra point earlier in the game. 4, 5, 6. And that's going to be it for the first half. Let's see. And at halftime, the score is the DC Majors 27, the San Antonio Marshals 12. Now, looking at the schedule for Week 15, Cleveland looks for revenge against Halifax. As 2 weeks ago, the Ice Dogs pulled that, let's see, 17-13 upset. Cleveland hasn't won a game since, let's see, Week 10. So, Buffalo looks to get back into the win column with a game against the Jersey City Wise Guys. The Boston Banshees take on the DC Majors. Baltimore Marauders against the Charleston Minutemen. Nashville Jacks and the Lexington Cavalry. The San Antonio Marshals and the New Orleans Swamp Crocs. One second. Yeah. The Memphis Kings and the Birmingham Redtails. One televised game. The 8-6 Oklahoma Warhogs and the 7-7 St. Louis Archers. There's the Las Vegas Blackjacks and the Anchorage Bears. Salt Lake Mustangs and the San Diego Silverbacks. The Dakota Devils and Los Angeles Icons. And finally, the other televised game, the 9-5 Phoenix Howlers and the 8-6 Roswell Destroyers. Destroyers have fallen far since they once led the Western Division. Now they're in 4th, possibly falling to 5th. I don't even know if they hold a playoff spot right now. Well, third quarter, and San Antonio will get the ball first. And average field position. Four, 5. Erratic offense. Semi, no. Disciplined defense, no. And that's going to be another field goal attempt for Bobby Price. Wow. So Price looking for number 5. And he's got it. Score now 27-15. And 15 every point coming from Bobby Price. .55, that's average field position for DC. Three, 4, 6. This is a team that has scored all their points on touchdowns. Not a single field goal yet for Tyrell Gilbert. 3, 4, 6. Great field position? No. Erratic offense or disciplined defense? No. And, well, that's me opening my mouth. And it is now field goal attempt time for Tyrell Gilbert. And he is also 62 and under. And he's got it. 1-for-1, and the score is now 30-15. .33 is average for San Antonio. The only thing DC is playing for now is top seed and top of the division, which they've almost pretty much got. 2, 3, 4. Dull offense. Yes. Looking to make sure that it's San Antonio this time. Ball carrier unable to find the hole on 3rd down, and they will have to punt. .33, that is, I believe, poor field position on a punt. Yep. Perfect punt execution pins return team deep in their own end. So it was the first time today that the majors have found themselves in their own zone. And 666, second time today. Impressive 5-minute drive ends up with a plunge across the goal line. That is a touchdown run. Let's see who got that. Probably McKnight. It is. Let's see. His 3rd rushing touchdown, 4th touchdown overall. Extra point is good. And the score is now 37-15. As we near the end of the 3rd quarter. 34 is average for San Antonio. One, 2, 3, that is going to be a punt, as they are neither in poor nor great field position. This punt will be the last moment of the 3rd quarter. And it's poor field position for DC again. At the end of 3, it is the Majors 37 and the Marshals 15. And without Bobby Price, that's a shutout. Oh, wait, I'm already. There. 4-5-5. Dull offense, no. QB lunges across the goal line for the score. That's a touchdown run. Wow. Who pissed them off today? 46. That is the 2nd running back, Jordan Childers. Extra point. No good. That's the 2nd missed extra point for somebody with a 61 for extra point. Wow. So it's instead of 44, it's 43-15. There's average field position for the Marshals with that 23 roll. Two, three, four. Dull offense, yes. Ball carrier unable to find the hole on third down, so that is a punt. This has been a horrible day for them. Poor field position for the DC Majors, but it doesn't seem to matter to them. They started the last two in poor field position and rushing touchdowns each time. 1-4-4. Poor field position, yes. Offense can't recover from first down holding call, so that's going to be a backed up punt. So here comes the punt. 65, that is great field position for San Antonio. Yeah, 42-65. We'll see if they can do anything here. Nope. 1-2-6. Reliable offense or meek defense? No. Shaky offense or aggressive defense? No. So it is a punt. They were gifted. Gifted. Great field position from DC. And now it's like the Majors are just making fun of them. That's just not right. And poor field position again for the Majors with that roll of 23. And it's picked off. But it's like, what's the point now? This is the backup quarterback, Andrew Gordon. Let's see, 46. That is Lockhart. And average field position now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. Tail end of the fourth quarter. Devin McKnight and Lonnie Jones have already long since decided they're done today. 124. Let's see. Season prior 2014? No. Great field position? No. So another punt. And another poor field position. What's with these low rolls for the punt now? And it's always for... Well, I can't say always because DC rarely punted. They've kicked the ball away twice. 1-2-4. Great field position? No. So they're going to just kick this one away. This was another 1. Let's see, 54. That is average. And basically formality for rolling here. And that would be an interception if they had more than one tick left. And that is game. So the final score is 43-15. San Antonio now 4-10 and DC now 13-1. So that has got to be painful for, well, everybody in the East plus San Antonio. It's 15-43. All right. We will see you back here next week, whatever that may be. This has been Mike for Lake Effect Games. Always happy to play some fast drive football, especially some table football league. And we are 4 weeks left of the regular season. Just 4. And every playoff game will be on the channel. So, until week 15, thank you. This has been Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football version 1. I don't know if you can find this anymore on 3D6-Gaming. Until next time, enjoy gaming. Have a great night.